I love being just mildly preppy and basic. Oh my goodness. The sheer joy that grocery shopping brings me. Elite grocery shopping, might I add. This is just, oh, how do I put it? I am just very pleased with my home furnishing. I'm pleased with my appearance. For once, my hair has actually consistently looked good for 3 months straight. I love the magnets on my fridge. I love this apron. I actually am satisfied for once with everything around me. I have been utterly chaotic for the past 4 years now, and I am thankful for the freedom that the internet has given me. However, at the end of the day, you know, you always retreat back to your old self or something that's comfortable and feels natural. Yes, I am quite nomadic. However, there's that saying, wherever you go, there you are. I have lived in every one of the 50 states in the US basically at this point, and something I can tell you is I will always be a basic coastal grandmother. I wouldn't say I fit into that aesthetic. Mine is more like really cool Venice Beach mom without the kids. I got it. I am the internet's housewife. Okay, hear me out. I cook for you. I have cooked for you countless times. I make you laugh. I make sure that you drink water. I always tell you guys to fix your posture and sit up straight. I make sure that your appearance is good. I'm like, you look good, you look cute today, you know? I make sure that you guys are together. And in exchange, you pay my rent. Wow. I am a coastal grandmother, mildly preppy, sometimes hee-haw, sometimes yee-haw housewife. I love it. I love this for me. I just have fully embraced my role in life. I've said this before, don't mean to sound like a broken record, but man, is it comforting when you just take pride in your natural roles and abilities. Mine is to just go to J. Crew, buy cashmere, collect beautiful aprons from Eataly, go grocery shopping, cook up an amazing meal, and watch Gilmore Girls. I'm gonna make spicy vodka fusilli because that is something new that I just mastered. I also feel my best when I learn a new recipe and nail it enough to show people, because it's kind of embarrassing when you're learning how to cook and you're not confident, whatever. Like, I get roasted regularly, so I'm kind of used to it, but someone was like, your spicy vodka isn't right, you gotta do this. I took the criticism, rewatched some more videos, finally nailed it, figured it out. I'm so confident with it. You can go get anything anywhere, but there's something that you do need to get if you're making this. If you're gonna get tomato paste from anywhere, make sure that it's this Mutti brand, because it is Italy's #1 brand of tomatoes. It's just, since 1899, my family has shared our passion for everything that goes into this 100% Italian tomato paste. The sun, the soil, the rain, and the heart of our people in Parma. How could you let him down? By the way, I did not come up with this recipe myself. I have been influenced by other influencers lately. I found this recipe because I typed in John and Vinny's spicy vodka. I felt inspired one night. And I found someone's account named Dominic DeAngelis. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Sorry if you're watching. Dominic DeAngelis. Dominic DeAngelis. I don't know. Hey, he followed me on Instagram. So that means I'm a chef now, since an actual chef follows me. Just saying, are we gonna open up Ristorante Stampede? I don't know, you tell me. I'm following his recipe, sort of, not really. His is different because he uses like crushed red pepper and other things. Mine is just spur of the moment. Garlic, I forgot a shallot. Oh no, I forgot a shallot. No, okay. I can use an onion, but it's just not gonna be right. All right, I'm having a hard time right now coping with this mistake, but I decided to whip out the stupid onion. I don't like onions, I don't, but we're gonna add a little bit of onion. Normally this requires like 4 to 6 garlic cloves, by the way, but since this is a rather small dish and I'm making it for just myself, I'm just gonna use 2 fat, juicy ones. So, just get the peel off. And since I'm lazy and don't want to chop this up, I'm gonna add it to my chopper here. We want the fusilli or whatever pasta you choose. It doesn't have to be fusilli. We don't discriminate here in the Ristorante Stampede. But you want your pasta to be nice and salty. This is kind of hard to do with one hand. There we go. You want to ideally give it a stir, which I will. It's just that my hands are full. Like, that's a good amount. That looks like a lot, but trust me, it just makes a huge difference. All right, Stampede School of Culinary Arts, my pasta is halfway done. Now it is time to add my mixture of garlic and onion. However, again, I'm a hater on onion. When I looked at the mixture, I did not like it. It just, the onion doesn't dice up as small as I would like, and it just isn't the same. So I kind of clawed out most of the onion, and now we're pretty much just using this little amount of garlic and onion. I know, you're screaming at this, what is she doing? Again, for a pretty small dish, this actually isn't gonna ruin it or anything. So I'm gonna add that now. Also, something that I do when I'm cooking is to clean as I go. I just went ahead and cleaned my cutting board and just made room for everything, because next I'm going to dice this Eataly baguette and throw it in my KitchenAid air fryer. Well, I'm not gonna air fry it. I just meant it's an air fryer convection oven. I'm gonna go bake it for a couple minutes, make it nice and crispy on the outside, warm in the inside. I went ahead and put some olive oil in this little dish here that I got from a Japanese market. I think it was Daiso. And I will add balsamic vinegar to that, and voila, we're having pasta and bread. I know it's not that like spectacular, but for me it is. Again, because I live a life surrounded by cooking and being cute and watching 2000 shows. Sorry, I think this is actually undercooked. 1 second. Can you blow it? Thank you. Needs more time. So now it's nice and golden, sort of brown. So that shit is somewhat spicy. And this is the vodka, and that's the fusilli. So we're gonna put, I'm just eyeballing this. I just rely on my fictional Italian ancestors to tell me when to stop. And don't worry, you're not gonna get meshy or drunk when you drink this. It cooks away. It's just for flavor. So this is the color you should be getting. Again, it's not cute right now because it's in a very small dose. Very small batch. That's good. All right, so my skillet is on low. I'm just gonna go ahead and dunk some Parmesan in here, mix it up, and then let it sit for a moment so that it gets nice and whatever that means.
I don't care. Just leave me out of it and give him the book back yourself.
Fine. I will.
Prescribe that cleanser for a reason, to cleanse. Just live class, Paris. With everything. But I'm looking pretty good to you right now. Yes, you are.
Not the time for your jokes.
Yes, I knew him. I've been dating him.
Why on earth would you date his teacher?
All right, so I just woke up from a nap. I was not intending on falling asleep, but if your own cooking doesn't put you to sleep, then it's not good, in my opinion. You need to go back to cooking school. My cooking school is youtube.com. Remember when I used to throw a pork chop in the skillet full of hot oil and it would splash everywhere and almost cause a fire. I have come such a long way because I educated myself on how to cook, just basic cooking, and then you get more confident with it to the point where you're like me and you don't actually need a recipe. My ancestors just tell me when to stop. Some things you just gotta like eyeball. Before I go out on my walk, and I'm gonna bring you with me because it'd be nice to get some outside air. Going back to what I said earlier about loving my environment that I've created for myself and just finding my style. Thank you. That's the style, the word I was looking for, style. I don't want to say the word aesthetic because people overuse that, but my style, my personal style, whether it's hair, makeup, clothing, it's everything all together. So in terms of hair, I don't want you to use today as an example because my hair is puffy at the root right now, straight at the ends. It's weird. Got two different continents going on, like Niecy Nash said in Reno 911. You got Africa on the top, China in the back. Like, it's just, I need to get a hot comb, but the thing is, no one looks up there. And if you're up there, I'm like, I just do that. Like, you don't need to be looking up there to see, my roots coming in from my Japanese hair straightening. Generally speaking, I mean, it's not that bad right now. It's just that I need to, it's high maintenance is what I'm saying. So I take pride in the fact that I spend so much time perfecting my bang. I feel unique, although it's really not that unique, but I could easily do a different hairstyle, which would be easier for my hair type, but I take pride and ownership in obsessing over my layers. Like, I do a lot of this myself. I have a stylist here though named Leah who's in Manhattan, but I've spent the past few years finding my personal style in terms of beauty, hair, makeup, and all that stuff, and fashion. Like I said, I love when my hair is slightly straight but not actually straight. I use a blow dryer to style my hair. Granted, it has been through a lot, so it's not as tightly coiled as it was once upon a time, and I have Japanese hair straightening, so that's why it's always flawless. That is my hair secret, but that's a different story. I love middle-length hair, mid-length or whatever, with layers. This is the most flattering haircut that I could do on myself. It brings out my facial structure, okay? Especially when I do a half up, half down moment with the little wispy bangs on the side, whatever. That's what I find works for me. In terms of style, as I was saying before, I think preppy, slightly preppy, not too preppy, slightly preppy, just slightly cottagecore works perfect for me with a hint of, I can't get back up. I need to get back to skating. Slightly preppy, slightly cottagecore, slightly, I don't know how I would describe it, but for Love and Lemons, that type of style? Romantic, okay, how about this? Romantic poet who went to a very tiny all-girls college in England, who has a house in Newport, Rhode Island, but she also has a few cows on her ranch in Texas. That is my style. Hey everybody, so I am on my night walk right now. It is a part of my routine here. I love walking. If there's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk. It is so refreshing to be back in a city where I can just go on these night walks for clarity. Not fitness, because who needs fitness? You will not catch me in Equinox for many different reasons. A, it's expensive. B, I am insecure about starting fitness because I don't know. I just feel like people would stare at me in the gym. I'm unbothered when it comes to everything except that. I am afraid to go to the gym, and given how people post each other these days on TikTok, I see people making fun of each other in the gym, for doing certain workouts. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing musical theater, but I don't know. I need to combat that fear and just go. But until then, these walks do wonders for me. I love going on these very brisk walks just for 30 minutes every night. That's it, that's all it takes. And that's apparently, someone told me, a 30-minute walk once a day is actually much better than sprinting. Honestly, I think running is bad for you. Look at that. You can go ahead and say goodbye to your knees.